Like, I know where to move. It's just a matter of actually doing it. You know what I mean?
Are you sure about that?
Oh, I said that we were gonna look at the extra stage. Let's look at the extra stage, guys. I wonder who the secret boss is. Open the door of a picture book. Ow. I don't think I'm gonna see him. Oh my god! Oh my god, the music is so good! Oh, dude! Oh my god, the stage is hard! I mean, no extra stage is gonna be as difficult as a hard 1cc, right? So however difficult a hard 1cc of this game would be, the extra stage should be easier than that, at least, right? This kind of looks like stage 3 a little bit. Like with the- whoa! With the background? Ooh, are you the mid-boss? Like, what's going on here? That was a death bomb. I could tell because of the delay. At this rate, I'm not gonna make it to the final boss, or to the extra stage boss. Not at this rate. Okay, this is pretty straightforward. What is happening? Hello? Why were they not dying? Hello, please die. Are they invincible? Oh, they're straight up invincible. Wow.
These cards are immortal.
Wow, learning that is gonna be rough. You can pick Yuka to make Mystic Square Extra Turbo Cancer. Mystic Square is one of the harder extras? Okay. You finally got here. Is that Mima talking, or is it someone? Alice? Alice of the Magic Land. Alice Margatroyd. Who are you? I've come all the way here just so I could beat you! Oh, I don't remember every single face of the small fries I encounter. It doesn't matter, because you're not leaving this place unscathed. Look, oh my god, she's so cute! Look at her! I'll crush you with this ultimate magic! Can you really fight with your nose stuck in that book? You have no need to worry. I'll show you right now! Okay. The Grimoire of Alice. Wait, is she the extra stage boss?
Opinion on peak?
Opinion on peak? Peak what?
Character.
Peak character? I don't know. It'll depend on how difficult this fight is.
I take it you've never heard any variation of this theme before?
No, I have not. Oh shit. Oh god.
Remember that Sinai ocean splitting spell?
The Sinai ocean splitting spell. Okay. Oh gosh, man. Oh yeah, it's kind of, this is like kind of like that. I have no bombs, so, I mean, I have to basically go as far as I can. I know I'm nowhere close to this boss, though. If this boss has 10 spells, like most extra stage bosses do, I'm dead, yeah. Then, yeah, I probably wasn't even halfway done.
Favorite Alice fight? Also manifesting 1cc.
Oh, I didn't know Alice was the extra stage boss. Oh, you know what? I kind of like this. I kind of want to do the extra stage now.
The best part is that you didn't read the name of the stage theme, so you didn't accidentally spoil yourself at the start. Sawano 3 OK.
Are you serious? Let me see, what is the name? Alice in Wonderland. Wow! I even said that the stage looked like stage 3. I feel so stupid. Guys, would you be mad at me if I decided to do this extra stage next?
No, we love Alice. I support your motion to give Mystic Square some love less than 3.
All right. If you're supporting that goal, then yeah, I think this is gonna be my next extra stage for sure.
Actually, yes, Pod.
I didn't even make it to Alice. What the heck? My first run was so good. You want to know something? This might be my favorite PC98 theme. My gosh, these Alice patterns are rough, dude. Holy moly. Wait, how am I supposed to do that with Reimu? With how slow Reimu moves? Hello? I have to micro through that as Reimu, probably. Oh my god, she just peed a laser at me. Holy moly. Oh, but we're halfway done with Alice, though. Look at her health bar. Unless she hasn't- wait, she might have a survival spell. Extra stage bosses usually do. PODD time? No. No. It's not time for PODD's nuts. Okay? It's time for the extra stage. And by the way, we're doing the extra stage with all shot types. If you weren't here to hear me say that, you're here to hear me say it now.
Reimu most fun shot type in this game, emo.
It is? Is it? Who agrees? Oh, Reimu definitely makes this part easier.
Reimu makes this part easier, as the homing is literally not working and shooting the invincible enemy.
Let me cook and let me route it in, and then we won't have that problem. Okay, we could have made it, and we can make it here without bombing.
Don't bomb here. Bomb now.
Ah, yes. Chaser trying to beat Fammy in the I'm going to backseat department. Yes, let's go. Backseating is allowed, guys, by the way. Ultimate backseating. Do backseat. Do not feel like you can't backseat.
Don't dodge.
Don't dodge? What is this? Reverse backseating? You're trying to make me lose? So right here, you gotta go up here. Right? Up here, above everything. Right? And that way the homing doesn't get blocked by all of the cards. You see what I'm talking about?
It targets the lowest enemy.
It targets the lowest enemy? Wait, really? Okay, so the homing doesn't do anything for the cards, which means we need to stay on the right side until we're ready to swap. Whew! Okay, I don't think I've ever made it. Oh my god, what is she doing? Is that just a laser that follows you? Okay.
Tomorrow!
Starting today, we are putting some serious effort into... We are putting some serious effort into a Wooga-ing. We're putting serious effort into actually trying to do this stage. Do you really have to stream at 3 a.m.? It is currently 9 p.m. It is not... Excuse me, I moved. Now, this mini-boss sucks because this mini-boss is definitely harder with Reimu. Because you have to dodge these things, and you kind of want speed for that. And the final area I think is bad. I think the way we should do the final area is we should stream to the right. We should stream to the right and just route a bomb for it. And I think one bomb is going to be enough no matter what shot type we use. Yeah, one bomb is going to be enough no matter what shot type we use, and then we make it to Alice with no bombs. Now this... Ow. Okay. I'm going to attempt that without using bombs every time until I figure out how to do that properly. Have I met you before? I've come all the way here just so that I could beat you. I appreciate the effort. As for that, I've memorized all kinds of magic. But you're still looking at the book. It's magic so powerful that you can't do it without looking at the book. It's incredibly strong. It is? I'll show it to you right now. Alright, Alice, show it to me right now. I have one life and a dream. Oops. Ooh. Yeah, Reimu doesn't move fast enough to do that. Are you gonna leave save states? Nope. Nope, we are not using save states. We're doing it the good old-fashioned way. The good old-fashioned way, which is why we're using Reimu first. Because when you don't have save states and you don't have practice patch, homing becomes even more powerful. Like, for example, right here, we wouldn't have been able to clear out all those enemies because we have the homing to take care of us here. With the other shot types, it would be much, much tighter to get all that power. Okay. Reimu is, in fact, fast enough to do that, that's good. Good. Okay, so Reimu is fast enough to stay at the bottom there. Oh, okay. Oh, she has a bomb shield, I can't, okay. I'm dead. Oh, I didn't die somehow. Oh! Oh! Okay, there comes the laser. Was that a death bomb? I can't tell. I genuinely can't tell. This part comes at you so fast. Oh, I misclicked. Oh! Let's take a look and see how Mima fares. How much more difficult is the stage by using shot like Mima? Ugh, that's pretty tight. Ugh, that's really tight. Oh, dude, oh my god! That is so unbelievably hard. Already the beginning of the stage is much more grueling. Oh, dude! How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you do that without homing? Hold on, I have an idea. I have an idea. Wait, hold on, guys. I might be dumb. Wait. I have an idea. Okay, so check this out. I mean, okay, it didn't work. It didn't work, unfortunately. Okay, can I get... Maybe I can do the side-to-side strat here. No, this is impossible, dude. The homing strat was better. Oh my god. Okay, this part is definitely harder without homing. Oh, damn. Okay. Of course, now I have to actually try to stay under Alice. Mima kinda sucks. Mima is not killing Alice any faster than Reimu is. Like, you definitely need to route this with her position in mind. Oh no, the Reimu strat doesn't work anymore, guys. Oh, this is so much easier with Reimu because you don't have to worry about staying under Alice. Look at how long this attack is lasting. Oh my god. That lasted an eternity, dude. I don't feel the DPS here because, yeah, it's really hard to stay under Alice with these attacks. I don't think the DPS matters. I think Mima overall is better for the stage. I think Reimu might be better for the boss, which is kind of backwards to how you would expect things to be. Where does it start? Okay, it starts top. I could do it like this. Okay. Okay, we can misdirect the final part in the middle, and then we can... I think I'm gonna go back to Reimu. We're at max power, and we have one bomb! Wait a minute, actually, I think Reimu is better than Mima on the stages now. Hold on. We made it through here with a bomb to spare. That usually doesn't happen. And then we could just bomb this. Well, I was waiting for the bomb, but it actually looks pretty safe, and then I don't actually know what I got hit by. Okay, alright, Reimu might still be better for the stages, actually. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, what? I got hit? What? I don't know what I got hit by, but okay. I got hit. That is literally the farthest I have ever made it. With anyone. Okay, Reimu is just straight up better than Mima for the extra stage. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. Mima really struggles against Alice. Oh my goodness. Any shot type that doesn't have homing really struggles against Alice. We did it! We did it! Let's go! Let's go! G. Look at that. Look at that. Now use Mima? Okay, let's see if we can get... Let's see how long it takes to do with Mima. I guarantee you it's gonna take me at least another 3 days just to get the route, dude.
GG, my man.
Oh,
You're a true American hero.
That's why we use Reimu right there. Did you see how helpful the homing was?
Oh, bye!
I'm constantly finding that my #1 reason for dying is not sight reading related. Like, I know where to move, it's just a matter of actually doing it, you know what I mean?
Are you sure about that?
Although I feel like my skills have improved a little bit since I was playing Subterranean Animism. Subterranean Animism is a really good game for improving your skills. I found that games like Embodiment of Scarlet Devil and UFO don't do much in terms of helping you improve at the game. I see so many people like for example like high level players that like try to make the argument that like EOSD and UFO like are good games, and I just think that for a beginner I think they're terrible because you don't learn much from playing them. I feel like taking a break from a game and coming back to it later also helps because I'm not getting cucked by this section as much. I'm noticing. But yeah, I think the break also gave me a little breath of fresh air, maybe, and it's allowing me to view this a little fresher and maybe not so rigidly. And I think that's also helpful. Wow, I actually was able to read that. I know that I can handle Lunatic at this point, but it's just it's a matter of how much challenge do I want? You know what I mean? If I do hard, it's not going to be that much more challenging than what I'm already... I mean, it's going to be more difficult than probably anything I've ever done, but it's not going to be that much more difficult. It's going to be pretty easy still. So if I really want to challenge myself, at this point, I really do need to jump into... I just need to jump into Lunatic, to be honest. Yes, Lunatic is not that hard if you select... Yeah, so, like, my thing is, like... Here's how I think of it, right? I think that... Like, also, doing Lunatic would actually require me to concentrate. Whereas, like, even when I'm doing extra stages, I'm not really trying. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm kind of lazily going about it. I haven't had to take a Touhou game seriously in a long time. I've just kind of been vibing most of the time. Like, yes, I scream a lot, and it's funny because it's like, well, you know. But I mean, like, it's not really a surprise to me that these things end up taking longer than they should, because it's like, I'm you know, first of all, I'm streaming, I'm talking to you guys, so it's like, I'm not really... You know, I need a, oh, I moved too far. But, like, I feel like, with my current level experience, jumping into Lunatic, depending on the game, jumping into Lunatic, like, for example, UFO Lunatic, no way, right? But, like, for some of the games, just diving into a Lunatic 1cc, I feel like it wouldn't be any more difficult for me now than it would be if I had 0 experience trying to get a normal 1cc. And I also don't really like games that don't have much to learn. You know what I mean? Like, EOSD doesn't seem to me like a game that requires much learning. It's mostly sight reading. I mean, yes, you can still, there's still a lot of learning as far as, like, figuring out your route, but you can say that for every Touhou game. There's not a single game that you don't route at the Lunatic level, right? Please correct me if I'm wrong. Is there a game that even on Lunatic, you basically don't route the game? I don't think there is. I have a lot of fun when the patterns demand you to learn them. But I don't really like it if they're like... if they're like gotcha patterns that are like, haha, you can't do this unless you do this one weird trick, like Honest Man's Death. That is like peak stupid stupid pattern. That's I like it better when it's something more like subterranean animism, where like, yes, the way you have to do some of the patterns is oddly specific, but it's not like it's not like herder honest man death. You just have to know. Haha, you stupid. You know what I mean? Also, I didn't do this right. We're gonna have to bomb it. If you like games with learning patterns, there's UFO. Oh boy. What's funny about UFO is, I've said this before as well. The more I play UFO, the more I appreciate it, which is, you know, that's kind of just proving Fami right when he said that, you know, it's a game that like has averse reactions when people first play it, but it's generally agreed upon to be a good game. I do not agree that EOSD is good, but I'm starting to see more and more why people say UFO is a good game. Like I'm appreciating UFO more and more nowadays. I think EOSD's main problem for me is that it's too simple, and I don't think simplicity is necessarily a good thing. I want the game to be a little bit more involved, and I think that in order to solve that, personally, I would have to score run EOSD. I think scoring, the more I think about like score running EOSD, and like especially when Fami told me that like it's one of the few games that has star points, so it's like so actually like the way that you score on EOSD is actually rather interesting. I never thought about that until like Fami mentioned that, and so like I started looking into it a little bit more, and I think EOSD would be a really boring game to just do survival runs of, but if you're score running the game, I think it would actually be a lot more fun. Oh, I would have made it through. I wasn't sure. It's always better to bomb than to die if you're not sure. But yeah, I would have made it through there. Which is... It's always sad to me when I see that I would have made it through when I bomb something, but you know. I wasn't sure, so that was a good bomb, because I wasn't sure I was going to make it through there. Oh, what? What? Okay. Hello? Maybe I'm not used to Marissa's hitbox, I don't know. No, she doesn't have a bigger hitbox in this game. I'm not used to guesstimating her hitbox from her character model, I think is a better way to phrase what I'm saying. I also have been thinking about, like, what game I want to score on first. If I do Subterranean Animism, it's gonna be Marissa A scoring, just because I love the Marissa A shot. At this point, I don't even care if it's the best shot. The more I think about it, the more I'm like... I used to be like, yes, Marissa A is the best shot type ever! Unquestionable! But ever since the extra stage really showed me, like, Koishi really showed me that it's like... Marissa A has some problems. like when she's at 1 power, it's really bad. Like, I was able to avoid that in my normal 1cc. You know what? Let's just do this and then bomb. That's gonna be a lot safer than trying to mess with that shit. You play based on how fun it is. I mean, yeah, but that's kind of subjective, right? That really depends on personal preference, right? I feel okay, that's I feel that's personal preference. I don't like bombing on Trump King, but like, oh wow. I don't like bombing on Trump King, but when I got walled there, it was like, okay, like, well, what do I do? Like, it was either I just had to accept my death. That was like one of those, it's, there wasn't even anything, there was literally nothing I could have done. And the other one I should have moved sooner. It took me too long to calculate what I was gonna do. And so I just, you know, I got trapped. But the one where I was like, okay, I just have to bomb. The one that the last one that I bombed. I mean, that is like case in point. It's just like, well, I mean, when you stare death in the face and you have no other option, what are you gonna do, right? Do I ever play horror games? I can. You want him to play straight up horror? I can play horror games. I don't have very many of them though, is the thing. I don't usually go out of my way to buy them. But if you guys have a suggestion for a horror game you would like me to play, then I would consider playing it. Yumaniki is good. Is it a... Now, I will tell you, of the types of horror games I like, I'm not a big fan of, like, jump scary horror games. Like, for example, like, Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't like Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm gonna be honest. I liked it when it was, I liked watching other people play it, if that makes sense. But I much prefer, like, psychological horror games, or, like, environmental or ambient kind of horror games. But not necessarily, like, gory games. I don't like gore. So, the kind of, like, psychological horror kind of thing. That I'm into. Here's my thought process on this, okay? I feel like Alice herself is not the difficult part of this stage. Right? So I actually feel like the hardest part of this extra stage is actually the stage itself. We're doing good right now. Oh, wow. This is the best I've ever done. I don't want to jinx myself by saying that, but, or maybe I do so that this will be a longer stream. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, die to the freaking easy pattern. The pattern that literally requires 0 brain cells. That's the pattern we died to, yep. I deserve that, honestly, for calling this, for saying this is the, that's my karma speaking. Anyway, this is the pattern that really matters. How well I do this is really the, testament to whether or not this is gonna succeed. This is the only part of Alice that is bad, I would say. Like, this part really sucks. This part stinks. I still don't know how to do the safe spot. I'm gonna try it. No. I think the safe spot is just too dangerous, guys. The safe spot is just too dangerous. Yeah, this is why you shouldn't rely on safe spots. You can only learn them if you have save states. Fami said that it was easy to just ease your way into it, and it just didn't work. That's what I did, Fami. So I did exactly what Family said here, where I started above it, and then I tried to lower myself into it, and it just didn't work. You do it before it starts, not after it? Well, you never specified that, Fami. I always complain that Fami never explains things really well, and this is case in point. He waits until after you know, he doesn't explain, you know, exactly what needs to be done. He's really good at doing things, not so much explaining it in detail. That's what you do in the video? Well, I wasn't trying to do the safe spot because I was too scared at the beginning, but then after I died, I was like, you know what? Let's try to do the safe spot. That's kind of backwards. Yeah, you're right, Bully. I should have tested it when I had no bombs, not right after I died. Because the most complicated part of safe spots is the setup. What else in safe spots would be complicated? Well, that's, I mean, yeah. Once you get the setup, then you're good. But explaining the setup can sometimes be really difficult. Oh, no! Oh, wait, okay, what if I... Okay, no, I can't do it. I was gonna try to bomb into it. Oh! Okay, this is GG, this is GG, this is GG, this is GG, this is GG. I think another problem is I haven't memorized the order of the patterns yet either. So I didn't know that that was coming. I didn't know that it was time for that attack. And I was like, wait, is this the attack? Is this the attack? And then I was waiting to get confirmation, and then by the time I realized it was the attack, I wasn't in position anymore. But okay, no, it's after the gummy worms. I'll definitely want to remember that for Yuka, because I do not want to do that with Yuka. Alright. Throwing for content? I was not throwing for content. What? When did I throw for content? Only a coincidental 0-0 clear. If I was oh my god! Wait a minute! Is that Alice? Alice looks a lot older in this ending. Hello? She's what? Okay, guys, this is all right. Time for lore. Now we get to find out why Alice is so much older. She straight up looks like she already kind of looks like she does in Perfect Cherry Blossom here. There you go. There's the explanation. She tied her up. That does not explain why Alice aged like 10 years in this ending. I'll take this book, okay? Let me down! It'll be good if you reflect on your actions while you're there. I'll be good, my foot! How long are you gonna keep me hanging like this? Until I can learn all the magic here. Oh, she took the book and is stealing all the magic. Oh my god. I'm telling you, this kind of magic is impossible for humans. Then you'll be here forever, right? Alright, here's my new headcanon, guys. My new headcanon is that Alice is not actually a kid in this game. As you can see in this ending, Alice is an adult. Alright? So, in stage 3 and in the extra stage, what is happening is Alice is using magic to make herself younger. That's my headcanon, guys. Because, I mean, how else do you explain her aging up like 10 years in the ending? It has to be she used magic to make herself younger. That's the only way. I love how Fami keeps talking about the safe spot. He's like obsessed with the safe spot. He's like, oh, my beloved, my safe spot. He's like in love with it. But it's like, which, I mean, makes sense. If once you've mastered the safe spot, yeah, sure. But without save states, you just can't do it. There's barely anything to master? Yeah, you say that, but it's very, very difficult. Everything about it is hard to do. No, not only, listen, stop playing around, okay, Alan? The thing about it is like, you need to have save states with it. With save states, it's probably really, really easy to learn. Because, you know, you're not under pressure, and there's no stakes. But starting above the spawner, slowly going down? Yeah! How do you line yourself up? You have yet to explain that, Fami! How stupid are you? God damn! Get your head out of your ass! Shit! Things are easier when you're not under pressure. That's why you need save states to learn it. That's why we use save states to practice things. That's why we have practice patch. You learned the safe spot with save states. Did you not? Not like you were— That doesn't matter! What? What does this take? Fami! It doesn't matter if you're under no pressure, if you're under pressure in your run. You already know how to do it. You already practiced it off, like, with save states. Once you already know how to do it, even if you're under pressure, you should still be able to do it. Learning it under pressure is completely different. I'm literally going to lose an entire run right now because Fami is so freaking, like, adamant about the safe spot. I just know if I just ignore the safe spot, I can get this run right now. But Fami is so adamant about me learning the safe spot. I'll give it another try. But I swear to frick, if I die trying to do the safe spot again, you know, Fami, you're getting timed out for like for 10 minutes. I will start above the spawner. I will, you know, and I will lower myself in, and I will accept my death if it happens. And if I die, you get timed out for 10 minutes. Imagine this is the run too. Imagine I'm wrong and the safe spot is like super duper lenient and you don't have to line yourself up at all. Imagine. And then I get this run and then I have to upload it to YouTube. My shame. You got to have your terms, now you get to have mine? Oh no! Fami was right on my Touhou layouts? I couldn't stage that if I wanted to. Oh, dude. But, I mean, we learned something. We now know how big that safe spot is. And it's apparently pretty goddamn big. Because I don't think I was centered at all. I mean, I tried to center myself as much as I could, but I don't think I was, like, as pixel perfect as possible as I could have been. You didn't know that? I didn't know either. You know? There's not really any way to know that until you successfully do it, either. So I still don't feel like I'm necessarily too terribly wrong, because, like, it's scary, you know? It's really, really scary to try that. You know, when you have absolutely no idea how big the safe spot is. But clearly there's a lot of leniency in there. And Fami even said I was too low. So, well, I mean, I'll tell you this, Fami. What you've done is you've proven how reliable it is by making me do it. if you want to prove to somebody how reliable it is, you can now you have an example of somebody who is terrified of doing it almost, like, you know what I mean? So let's look at this ending. Yuka still doesn't know magic. How? How does Yuka not know magic? After that, I was able to safely return to Makai, but somehow I get the unpleasant feeling that I'm being watched. I wonder if I caught a cold. I'm getting the chills. Not even Alice used the ultimate magic on a daily basis. Extra ending number 4. Oh wow, what? Wait, so in this ending, Yuka just becomes Alice's stalker? Oh my god! Yuka just becomes a stalker in the extra ending. Slololololol? What's up, Cinnamon? Did you just miss it? Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him? Who's gonna tell him? Not only did you miss it, you missed something hilarious. You missed a hilarious moment of yeah, I got the run doing something I said wasn't gonna work because I was too scared to do it. It was a safe spot. I was so terrified of doing the safe spot. And, what do you call it? I was so terrified of doing the safe spot that I just didn't want to do it. And then finally, I came around, you know, Fami, like, basically, like, Fami basically, like, yelled at me for 10,000 years to just try the safe spot the way he's been doing it. And, like, I tried it once and I got scared and I bombed and I bailed out. And then, like, but the second time, I was, like, adamant that it wasn't gonna work. And I said, okay, fine. I will lose this run just to prove you wrong. And I ended up just proving him right. Because I set myself up. And then I just did the safe spot. Like, immediately. and then that was the run that succeeded.